For certain communities, new variants of COVID-19 like Omicron can feel like deja vu as new streams of misinformation arise and spread. And as we near the 2-year mark of this pandemic, that continues to be a particularly difficult issue in communities of color. Dan Grossman spoke to leaders in the Latino community about what they're doing to push accurate information to rural areas that don't always get it.
If there are two things to know about Leticia Trujillo, it is the only thing more colorful than her personality is her hat. And the only thing she likes giving more than these leftover gifts from the holidays is the love from her heart.
No puedes describir la felicidad de mirar el rostro de las personas cuando están comiendo un plato de comida caliente y te dicen gracias, que Dios te bendiga.
These days, that love typically goes to underserved Latino communities that have a difficult time getting their hands on more than just a hot meal.
Como mexicanos siempre creemos lo que el compadre nos dice, la comadre, es más importante que cuando llega un vocero.
In the outskirts of Fresno, California, where Leticia lives, only 52% of Latinos have gotten at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. A stark contrast from the 75% of people statewide. It has led to her community accounting for more than 60% of COVID deaths in Fresno County, even though it only makes up 53% of the population.
Nosotros fuimos vacunados de niños. Nuestros padres en México nunca preguntaron por qué te están, como nos ponían la vacuna de la polio, de la tuberculosis, de la embolio. Son varias vacunas y como lo mismo que aquí, ¿verdad?
To do her part to reverse those numbers, Leticia works as a promotor for the group Cultiva la Salud, a nonprofit doing what it can to get reliable COVID information and resources to Latino communities across California.
When you have families that are very disadvantaged, they don't necessarily have technology at home, they don't necessarily have Wi-Fi available in their home.
Genoveva Islas is the group's executive director. With many of these Latino families working on farms for hours a day and minimal pay, she knows the issue goes well beyond information and becomes one of equity.
For, say, a farm worker who does not have any of these benefits, that farm worker is actually motivated to continue to keep working even though he or she is sick for fear of not being able to get a full paycheck. You're looking at a vulnerable population who doesn't have a lot of assets. They don't want to get further in debt. And so one of the apprehensions that we had to counter are people who would say, I can't afford to get the vaccine, or I can't afford to pay for a test.
What they can't afford are people like Maria Araña,
5 años en adelante,
whose voice and interviews with health officials extend to the places Leticia's cannot.
people have an opportunity to call in, and they often say regarding our coverage of COVID that they're grateful that we are providing that information. Y también
They say to look for the helpers. At least in the Central Valley of California, you don't need to go much further than these women doing what they can to keep their communities safe. I'm Dan Grossman.
On your screen right now, that's a QR code. You can scan it to learn more about staying news literate on our website. Just grab your phone, hold it up with your camera open, and it'll pull that QR code up for you.